decided to like just touch the back of my head, right, like this, and I was like, I felt something, and I look at my fingers, and there's literally blood. In that moment. Hey there, guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you've been with us before, welcome back. Go ahead and leave us a little like and a little comment down below. For today's video, it's gonna just be like me literally just sitting down talking to you guys. I'm gonna give you guys a little update on what I've been up to, and then I also have a little story time because I did start this new year with a little bit of a bang. Not the good kind of bang, but I'll get into it in a little bit. But a little update. It's 2020. I've decided to just let the negativity go, let all that bad juju go, and just focus on myself, focus on my kids, focus on my hubby, focus on my home, and just positive things. Yes, I have started going to church, been getting closer to God. That's another thing I'm really happy and proud of. And what else I've been up to? I've been taking Mia to the library, been getting her more into like getting ready for school, since this year for sure she's gonna be starting school. What else, you guys? Just being more at home, more home cooked meals. I've started a little budget, like the envelope. I don't know if you guys heard of the envelope system. So trying to organize our money, stack our savings, because my goal, you guys, this year, my goal is I want to start my own business this year. By the end of 2020, I want to have my own little business. Like nothing like, oh my God, like I want a freaking warehouse and all. No, like I want to start like my own little business that I can do from home, like something that I could say is mine, like that can give me a little bit of an income and make me feel a little bit more independent. Michael takes care of me and everything, but you want that little bit of independence. And where I had Mia's Christmas calendar, her little countdown calendar that you guys saw we were opening every day during Vlogmas, I have updated it with a whiteboard, and on there I have all my schedules and everything, so I can keep myself more in a routine and just try to keep up with myself. So yes, I do want to give you guys that morning routine, that nighttime routine that I promised you guys, but I want to do it once like it's in a habit, because right now I'm trying to get into the routine, but things sometimes don't go as planned. I have a baby, I have a toddler, so yeah, it gets kind of crazy in the mornings. So speaking of mornings, I'm gonna get right into my story. So this literally happened the Thursday of New Year's. So what, January 2nd? Alright guys, so I'm gonna get into my story. For those that have me on Snapchat, you guys seen I was in the ER and I got staples on my head because yes, I did fall down the stairs, but let me tell you the story. So it was like about 8:20 in the morning, and Mia was ready to eat breakfast, and Michelangelo was ready to have his bottle, because they wake up, but I don't know if this happens to you guys, but you wake up in the morning and you don't feel hungry right away. Like, so I start cleaning up upstairs, doing the beds and everything until like they're like, okay, I'm hungry. So Michelangelo was the one that obviously I noticed he was fussy first. So I came downstairs, and when I was coming downstairs, Mia was letting me know from the balcony that she was hungry as well and that she wanted an egg this morning. And I was like, all right, I'll go ahead and get your egg started right now. Let me make him his bottle. So when I was coming downstairs, I was talking to her and literally about to get to the last step, you guys. I was literally on the second to last step. And the step ends like the end of my steps are like sharp. They are sharp. I have pure tile all over my floor, upstairs and downstairs, no wood. So literally like my steps are like that. Obviously all steps are like that, and I was walking, and with my foot I stepped on the bridge of my foot. So when I stepped with the bridge of my foot, like my foot slipped, and since I was already almost downstairs, we have a couch right there, like my feet went under the couch literally flew. It like blocked the back door, and I just like fell back. And yes, I did feel myself hit myself in the back of the head, but Mia was literally watching me, you guys. Mia saw the whole thing, and she was like, are you okay, mommy? Are you okay? I was like, yes, Mia, I'm fine. Please go take care of your baby brother. He was in his little swing, but I was like, I didn't want her to see me like upset that I just fell, like, because it hurt. Like, it was, hello, I was bleeding. But I didn't touch it right away. Like, I just felt frustrated, and I like sat on the floor like this. I was just like, oh my god, like I was just so frustrated that I just fell. So I was like, whatever. And I got up and I started making Michelangelo his bottle. I made him his bottle. I walk upstairs. I'm like shaking it. And when I'm walking like my little balcony up there, you guys, like I decided to like just touch the back of my head, right? Like this. And I was like, I felt something, and I look at my fingers and there's literally blood. In that moment, I was like, oh my gosh, like I have to do something about this. There's literally blood on my fingers. Because you guys, I've hit my head on the cabinet. I'm very clumsy. And Michael gets really frustrated about this because, dude, I'm always hurting myself. And he says, like, it's understandable. Like, I'm home alone with the kids. Like, that day I was really scared. Like, I freaking passed out. Like, there was, right away, as soon as I saw the blood, I started feeling like, whoa, like, I started feeling like weak. But I feel like it was just in my head that I saw blood. So I kind of was like, oh my gosh. And I was home alone. The kids were here. I feel like Mia, knowing Mia, like the type of little girl she is, like I feel like she would have FaceTime her aunt and be like, look, my mom is knocked on the floor, like what do I do? I literally picture her doing that. If I were to pass out, like she would contact somebody. She's legit that smart. But I didn't want that to happen. Like I wanted to get hold of an adult before, if I did pass out, like like I just hit my head, what's gonna happen? So anyway, so then I go upstairs and right away I get on my phone and I try calling Michael. And he's working in Barstow, guys. He's working an hour and a half away from the house. So I'm like calling him, no answer. He's not answering at all his phone. So I'm like, oh my goodness, what do I do? He's working at a hospital. I literally called the hospital he's working at. They were looking for him, they couldn't find him. So then they called his boss. His boss called his supervisor, and his supervisor's like, dude, your wife's trying to get a hold of you. Like, so he called me already. He's like, what happened? Because I sent him a text because I didn't want to tell him through a text because I was like, he's gonna get scared and worried, like, oh my god. So I wanted to tell him over the phone. I'm like, I've been trying to call you, like I fell, I'm bleeding, I don't know what to do. Like I'm kind of starting to panic. I do feel like lightheaded, but I don't know if it's because I just saw the blood. And then he's like, all right, let me call my mom. So while he gets a hold of his mom, I'm over here like, oh my god, and like I'm panicking. And like I told you guys, like I've hit myself before. I'm really clumsy, and you get those times that you hit yourself and you touch because you feel like there's blood, and you look and there's nothing. And the legit time that there's blood coming out of my head, I didn't think of even touching it right away until I'm telling you, I was already going to go feed Michelangelo, and I touched it and I was like, ah! So I'm like feeding him while I'm like, what's gonna happen? So he gets a hold of his mom. His mom was asleep still because she works late. And in the night, she said she put a hair treatment, so she had to take a shower, wash her treatment off. Like props to her for I thank you for coming and saving me, because her car wasn't even working. She wasn't even driving her car that week to work because like something was up with her steering wheel, was like really stiff to like turn it. And I really thought, because she's small, I really thought maybe like, okay, she's just struggling to turn it. But no, you guys, we were trying to make a U-turn right here to get out, to go to the doctors. And I had to help her with the steering wheel. And it's like both of us all tiny, like hanging off the steering wheel, like turning in, like trying to bust a U-turn. Like it was just crazy. But I was like, oh my goodness, like I feel her pain, like dealing with that steering wheel. Thankfully, she got it fixed already, but anyway, so we were driving like that, and Kaiser's not that far from me, thank God, and it's like literally all the way straight, so we were good. But anyway, so she drove me to Kaiser, and as soon as we got there, like it was packed. You guys know the ER, and what the lady told me inside is that what sucks with Kaiser is that a lot of people that aren't Kaiser members go to the emergency room, and they have to see each patient as it goes. So even if you're a Kaiser member, you don't get priority. Like it's still. So I've literally been there for like 2 hours, and I go to ask, I'm like, how many people in front of me? They're like, there's still 8 people in front of you. And I was like, oh my goodness. So they literally took my vitals twice, because I had to take them like every 2 hours or something like that. I don't know, but they took my vitals 2 times, and then the 3rd time they finally called me, and I was like getting panicked because like, my mother-in-law left to go get her car fixed that day because the mechanic called her while we were waiting there. And I was like, I honestly don't want my kids here because everyone's coughing, everyone's sick. Like I don't want my kids to get sick, and like hello, I'm already in the emergency. If anything, like they'll come and drag my butt inside, if I pass out. So I told my mother, and I like, ask your daughter, Michael's twin, like if she could help you with the kids while you take your car, we figured it out. So she took off to the mechanics, and she dropped off my kids with her daughter, and then she took Michelangelo back with her, and she left Mia there. And so when Michael got out of work, because Michael gets out of work early, he went straight to Kaiser, picked me up because I didn't have a car. So by the time he was down here, I was already out. Like, So anyway, I'm like getting ahead of myself. So they called me in, and then they're like, "Oh, so what happened?" And then I'm like, "So I was going down the stairs. I fell. I hit the back of my head, and like there was blood. So I came in, and I don't know if like it's a big cut. Okay, we're gonna try to clean it up, and see if it's big. If you're gonna need stitches, you're gonna need staples, or maybe you don't need nothing." And I was like, "Okay, that's good." So then they bring another like technician in, and she's like putting that brown one. What is it? Hydrogen peroxide on my head, like a bunch of, because I'm literally like, you guys, I already had like a puddle of blood, like it was already gonna start dripping to my neck, like there was blood coming out, like I got 3 staples. She goes, maybe I'll just need like 1 staple. I was like, okay. So then when the other girl was cleaning it, she was looking, she goes, oh, and because I was over there like nosy, dude. I'm like the 21 questions, like, is it big? Is it bleeding a lot? Like, how does it look? Da da da. Like, I'm asking her like 1,001 questions. She's like, well, I'll have the doctor let you know how much, but it is a bit of a cut. Like, she's like trying to keep me calm. And then when the doctor, the one that told me like maybe I'll need 1 step, she goes, whoa, it's quite a cut. It's quite an opening. And I was like, oh my goodness, like she's about to sew me, like, you know. And then she goes, nope, we're just gonna do staples, just 3. And she goes, you had 2 kids, you're good. And then literally like they just stapled me like tuck, tuck, tuck. And I was like, okay, that's it. And I'll see if I save the picture of my staples that I took on Snapchat, but I'm not sure. If I did, I'll insert it. If not, sorry guys, I didn't save it. But then I went this Thursday, and they already removed the staples. One of them was really like already dangling off, and then the other 2 she had to pull them off. But it was so funny because when she was taking them off, I was like, oh, my trophies. And then when she was leaving, she took them with her, and then she comes back in the room and she's like, did you really want them? And then I was like, no, I'm just kidding. But I was like, oh, I should have taken a picture for you guys so you could see like my legit staples. So yeah, guys, like that was my emergency room story. Like, knock on wood, I've never gone to this is the most serious thing I've gone to the emergency room for, like getting 3 staples in my head because I cut my head open. Because like when Mia was a newborn, we took her to the hospital probably like 2 to 3 times, but it's like, you know, she's a newborn, you see things on their body, you're like, is this normal? You take them in and they're like, honey, go home, your child is fine. So I've been to the ER for things like that. Like just this week, I was in the ER for Michelangelo. He started with a rash in his mouth, it was in his neck, and then he had it like in his little hunky area. So I was like, maybe he just started eating food. So me in my head, I'm like, he's getting an allergic reaction, you know, like something, he's allergic to something I'm feeding him. And so that's why I took him in. But it was just a simple diaper rash, and then like his milk leaks a lot when he eats, so that's the cause of those rashes. So just got him new bottles and everything, so I'm kind of getting on top of that. But yeah, those are the kind of emergency room stories I would normally have, but this is like my craziest one. Never broken a bone, never, thank God, never had nothing like that. But yes, I started my 2020 with a bang, not the good type of bang, but that kind of bang in the head. But yeah, guys, there's always a first, and that was my first serious ER visit. It was pretty crazy. But I hope you guys enjoyed my little story time today. I just wanted to come on here and say hi and post a little video for you guys and update you guys on what's been going on. And I'm honestly been focusing, like I said, on myself, on my family, so that's why I've been a little bit AWOL. But I do want to come at you guys with some totally new videos, fun videos. And I hope you guys did enjoy like my videos I was doing previously, but I'm gonna try to get Michael more involved in my videos as well. So, and I'm also gonna be doing I know I was supposed to do it for Christmas, Vlogmas, my intro, and I didn't do it, but for sure 2020, you guys, I'm gonna be doing my intro, and I want my M&M shirts that you guys seen on our last video to be part of it, so stay tuned for that. Love you guys, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.